Welcome to Caseback Watches. My name is Tim, and in this episode I'd like to speak about gold because my father called me and he said, "Son, buy gold now." And yeah, I did it. And our first topic here is the new Omega Calibre 321. The waiting lists are open for this watch made of 18 karat Canopus gold with a price tag in that direction. And what's the equivalent of that price? What could you buy with that kind of money? Well, we're going to find out in this video. But first, let's go over the specs and details so that we know what we're talking about. The Speedmaster series started in 1957. Since then, Speedies are popular and Omega is proud of that. So they wanted for their new gold watch a vintage vibe visible in the specification. That's why we don't have 42mm case diameter, we don't have 40. We have a classy 38.6mm diameter made of the mentioned Canopus gold in 18 karat. What is Canopus gold? I don't even know if the pronunciation is correct, but I do know that it is a white gold alloy, which means a big portion of white gold with some other, in this case unknown, ingredients. These ingredients allow Omega to register the material as a trademark. Does it have more value than regular white gold? Probably a little more, because even white gold comes in different qualities, and we can assume that Omega has developed here something good. For a strong contrast, the watch has been given a deep black onyx style with an applied vintage Omega logo featuring an oval O, a detail that was typical for the first Speedmaster models. There are also 18K white gold hands and indices with a Canopus gold treatment and 3 classic Speedmaster subdials, including a small seconds display, 30 minutes and 12 hours, along with the central chronograph function. And of course the famous tachymeter scale is there too on the bezel. It has been filled with black Grand Feu enamel. Nice feature, this should last. Inside we see the Calibre 321, which was also used inside the Speedmaster from 1957. It also powered the watch worn during the Apollo missions, including all of history's 6 moon landings. Since 2019, Omega has brought the Calibre 321 back into production. The watch comes on an 18K Canopus gold bracelet with a quick adjustment system and is stored in a special wooden box, following the original Speedmaster boxes that customer would have received in 1957. And the price for this glory is 18,000 euros including VAT and 81,000 US dollars without VAT. This brings me to a simple calculation. A steel moon watch has a weight of around 120 grams. This translated into 18K white gold would be a total of 4,200 euros or 4,760 US dollars. Yes, I'm simplifying here. A moon watch is bigger than this golden one, which brings in, on the other hand, heavier material. A watch is not only case and bracelet. There are, of course, movement, dial and crystal. But let's be generous. Let's give the Canopus gold an extra value of 10%. Even then, the gold value of the watch would never climb above 5,000. But they want 80, so 75,000 euros for a 50s movement onyx style sapphire crystal. Wow! So wonderful watch and a masterpiece in marketing. And now I'd like to show you my gold, dead set by gold. And I started with a Krugerrand 1 ounce coin. And this is an interesting topic if you want to buy gold, or most people prefer to buy gold from a reliable source, government, big bank. And then it's very handy to buy one of the big 3 coins, or the 3 big coins in the world, which is the Krugerrand, American Eagle and Maple Leaf. And important to know is that none of those coins have an idealistic value in any way above the gold price. You only buy gold in a nice form from a reliable source. And by the way, if you're new to the channel, every Friday I make these longer videos with in-depth reviews of watches or gold in the studio. And every Monday there is my Watch of the Week series with brief reviews under 4 minutes. And now let's continue with the gold. Okay, and here we are with this beautiful salmon colored envelope. So there's the bill from the bank. Let's put it aside, and there's our coin, our Krugerrand coin. Let's zoom in. And there we are, as you can see, 1980 Krugerrand. This is a Springbok. And here we have a famous character from that country. More of that in a second. Let's pull it out. First, let's go over the specifications. We have here a weight of 34 grams, but only 31 grams are pure gold. So this is an alloy with 3% of copper. And this leads to another color. You may see that this gold tone is a bit reddish. If you compare this to really yellow gold, then it's a bit more red in it. The diameter of the coin is 32.7 millimeters, height 2.8. So it's roughly the size of a vintage watch. If you compare this with a 36 millimeter watch, and here we are, always pointed date from the 90s. By the way, with one of my straps, the 18 millimeter prototype will be in the shop, available in, let's say, end of February, I hope. Okay, but now let's go a little bit into history, into the details of this coin. It was printed the first time, or let's say coin, 1967, but the design is much older. This design comes from 1892, and it was a design by Otto Schulz, a German from Berlin, and it shows you the president of the South African Republic and the founder of the Kruger National Park, Paul Kruger. On the other side, you find a Springbok, which is kind of a symbol, a natural symbol for South Africa. And there you have the decade, 1980, or the year. You have here Fingold, which means fine gold, 1 ounce, fine gold. You have this coin edge bezel on the coin. And although it is a piece of currency, you don't have any sort of nominal value here on this coin. This is slightly different than other gold coins. And different is also this alloy, which makes the coin a little bit bigger and a bit harder and with more resistance, so that I really can touch it. This is a very nice feature. You can handle this without ruining the surface. By the way, you see tiny scratches because this is an older piece, and it was out of the box at least one time, because you see here tiny scratches on it. And I really enjoy the look here, I must say. I enjoy the look and the feel. So there's really something in it when people like Goldfinger says he loves the shine and the overall appearance. It has its magic, definitely, and especially in this form, because the problem with white gold, as on this Omega, is that you cannot see that it is white gold. You think, oh, it's steel, and this is rather boring. But here there are no questions. This is real gold, and with some practice you can differentiate this from gold-plated. Gold-plated always has often has some brown tones in it. It doesn't look so pure and clear like this beautiful gold coin. For this coin here, I paid 1,650 euros. And you could say now, well, he has stored away safely and securely this amount of money, but of course this is not true. People often tell you that gold is a very safe investment. It's not. Look at this. There you see the ups and downs. And when I told my father that I paid 1,600 euros for that coin, he laughed and said he bought his first Krugerrand for 1,100. And so there you see this gigantic span. So it's not a secure investment, but it's, maybe it's nice to have. And of course, older people have this imagination, this movie in front of their inner eye, to go to the countryside and to change the coin for a pig or something in times of big crisis. I don't believe in that. For me, as said, it's nice to have, but not more. Okay, that's all for this Friday. If you like to see some insights, then follow me please on Instagram, caseback_Tim. And now let me thank you very much for your attention, and until next time.